I'm Freak Nation. Savage Ready Crew, what it do? We back for another episode. First and foremost, I'm TElectrik.
I'm
V Electric. Tonight's episode of Savage Ready TV, we had a guy that vehicle was being stolen and he ran out the house to confront him. He ran out the house armed and they lit him up. I want to know, Gun Freak Nation, Savage Ready Crew, your thoughts. Like, what would you have done in that situation? But here's the video. Yeah!
Now. I'm panicking in a sense, that I'm going to lose my life.
A 19 crime alert, new on 19 News at 10. The terrifying moments as a man tries to stop someone from stealing his car from right outside his house. A homeowner shot as he tries to protect his property. Good evening, I'm Colt Molesky in for Caitlin McCarthy. Now, this crime was all caught on camera. Michelle Nix talked with him one-on-one. We want to warn you that some of the video you're about to see may be unsettling.
A homeowner is shot as he opens his front door, trying to scare away two young people attempting to steal this Kia in his driveway. He's definitely injured, but thankful he lived to talk about it. An old Brooklyn man is shot as two young suspects opened fire just seconds after he opened his front door.
I got shot! I got shot!
One suspect runs down the street, the other jumps in the driver's seat of a nearby car and speeds off. It happened just after 1 o'clock Friday morning on Schiller Avenue when the homeowner heard noises in his driveway.
I was still in my underwears, I literally flew out of bed, just trying to hopefully scare them away and, they don't steal my sister's stuff, and soon as I opened the door, popped my head out, boom, 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 boom.
Chris, the victim, asked that I not use his last name, but he tells me one of the 9 bullets fired by the suspects entered and exited his calf, nicking an artery, spewing blood. Chris was fearful, remembering his brother was shot and killed several years ago.
That was running through my head. I'm leaking blood. I'm panicking in a sense, that I'm going to lose my life and, scared. Just a whole bunch of mixed emotions.
Dropping his gun that was never fired, Chris retreated into the house and yelled for his sister to call 911. But in spite of his harrowing reality, he desperately tried to stop the bleeding.
Once I made it upstairs, I grabbed one of my shirts and like you see in the movies, I tied it real tight around my thigh right here. And to try to stop the blood.
Chris, now thankful police and EMS saved his life, but wondering what they're going to do with this Kia that's already been stolen several times, and in this case, nearly became the death of him.
You just got to keep doing the honest thing and work for it and make an honest living and not go out and steal and kill and shoot.
Police are still looking for the gunman. Reporting in Old Brooklyn, Michelle Nix, 19 News.
Gun Freak Nation, as you can see, he had every right to want to confront someone from trying to, steal his car. But was that the right thing? Gun Freak Nation, was that the right thing? Should he have handled that? You know what? First Lady, what's your take on this?
I think when he came to the door armed, I think his intention really was to try to scare them away. What I truly think, he didn't think they had weapons too, or it didn't cross his mind. He wasn't expecting that at all.
One thing, Gun Freak Nation, if you ever in a situation like that, always assume that they are armed, because if they brazen enough to break in your house, in your car, to try to steal your car, more than likely they got a gun on them. That's what's making them, giving them the bravado. They know they armed. So you have to assume, if your car alarm go off or whatever, don't just confront them. You got to think about all of the shit that can go even more left. You got to think ahead of time. So I'm not saying the brother was wrong doing it, but I think he did it. He didn't do it in a tactical way. Me personally, I'm gonna assess the situation, and if I feel like it's definitely gonna be gunfire, like a gunfight, I'm not gonna go out there, but I will let them know that I know of their presence. But if I did, depending on the situation, decide to go out there, I'm not gonna ever just off of emotion and adrenaline just rush into something. Like I said, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna assess the situation. And in my mind, I'm computing what's the odds this can go left. And this is worth it. You know, at the end of the day, you can't take a life here in Michigan. You cannot take a life over property. Especially if you can't say, you only can use deadly force in a self-defensive situation, a self-defense situation. That's when you can only use deadly force, not somebody trying to steal something from you. Anyway, what's your final thoughts on this, First Lady?
I hope for future reference that he learned his lesson. They wasn't coming into his house. They was outside. He was in an immediate danger. So I hope next time he think like, okay, let me not rush to the door with this weapon, because next time it could be his life.
Exactly. He got shot, but he could have lost his life.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gun Freak Nation Savage Ready Crew. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? And what would you do? I want you to leave it in the comment section. I love y'all, but I want to know, in that situation, would you have ran out and confronted the car thieves? Till the next time, and first, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button like you smashing a funky ass savage. Anyway, much love to you, Gun Freak Nation. Salute.
Till next time.
To the next one, baby. Yeah.